Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Bulldozes past him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. He still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
But, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And, look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Another one caught by Collins.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. That's complete right side to Lazard. Touchdown! Alan Lazard, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. How does the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away?
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game, but I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
On play action, they'll throw.
There's Chris Olave.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Kamara trying the right side.
And taken down just shy of the 40. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Swings this out here for Cohen.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. On the counter, here's Kamara.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Smith catches left side. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On 3rd down, here's Kamara.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A give to Kamara running right. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He completes it to Olave. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Jags.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And room there to work it inside the 25. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Coming left is Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
19-18.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. A mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Buffalo 18, 5 here.
2nd and 15. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's caught inside the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's Pierce on the counter.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Cougar 19. Cardinal.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That's underneath to Pierce. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
60 Vikings.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Let's go now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cooks will come in motion right. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Smith will come in motion right. They begin on the ground with Kamara.
48 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. In motion right is Smith. On 2nd down, Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. The slot man in motion right.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Going quickly out to the right side. And some room to roam now. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Let's go now.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Give left side for Pierce.
And he's is in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got Smith here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints. 1st down. Kamara trying to right side. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, check that, street.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
That was the safety, Marcus May, who got the sack there.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Got a man. That's Lazard.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Let's go
So
now.
barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his
he got
rhythm was just
confused.
off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half.
2nd and 9 now. This is Smith with a grab.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Again, this is Kamara. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
19,
In motion left goes Smith. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
On the jump.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Ready. 18 Cardinals, 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, 19 tight, 19 tight. 50 Bison. Cut 19. Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Texans, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall a game under the 500 mark at